None of us in the building today can explain why things happen like they do in our lives. Sometimes we want to figure it out. Sometimes we want to know everything. But aren't you glad today to know that if God allowed us to know everything, many of us would quit a long time ago. Many of us would stop what we're doing and never serve God again. You see, I don't know about tomorrow. I don't know what's around the corner. I don't know what's over the next hill. I don't know what God has planned for you and I on the tomorrow. But I do know one thing. If there is a tomorrow, God will take us through. How many times have you said it to yourself, I don't know how I'm going to make it. I don't know how I'm going to get through this trial. I don't know if I'm going to make it through tomorrow or not. But as the tomorrow came and the grace of God was given to you, you made it through, didn't you? You looked back after the day was over and you shook your head with amazement and you said, I don't know how I done it. You didn't do it, church. I didn't do it. It was the grace of God and God's power and God's anointing and God's faith that brought us through. Is that right? So quit trying to reason it out. Quit trying to figure it out. Quit trying to work these things out on your own because you can't do them. I look back in the Bible and I see men of God that walked with God. Now, God is asking people, asking you and I, asking people. He's asking us to do things that really has no evidence in them. See, the Bible said in the book of Hebrews 11:1, faith is the substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not seen. You and I live in a tangible world, all right? We want to feel, we want to see, we want to know, smell, we want to taste, we want our 5 faculties working. If it doesn't work, we kind of push back. But listen to me, we may be living in a tangible world, but God's way of living, God's faith and God's power, amen, has no evidence. God, all God says to you and I, here it is, trust me and believe me. You know what faith really is? It's trust in God. It's looking beyond all of our imagination. It's looking beyond what we cannot comprehend. It's looking way out yonder where there is nothing and seeing the hand of God make it come to pass. Oh, church, I got to say it again. God wrote the script in the beginning. Amen. God knows what he's doing. And sometimes you and I get caught up in a world that's full of trouble, a world that's full of problems. We want the answer now, don't we? But sometimes God says, you got to wait just a little while. I'll give you the answer down the road. We want it now, God. We are a type of people. We've got to know what's happening right now. I'll not take another step, God, until you show me, until you tell me, until you prove some evidence. But God says, I'm not going to do it right now. You don't understand why it's happening. You don't understand why you're caught up in circumstances like you are. But just trust me. Come on, church. Just trust me because I've got the answer. It's down the road. It's coming, church. We may not see it today, but tomorrow, maybe next month, maybe a year from now, God says, I will reveal to you what I'm doing.